Hello everybody and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last video, we made our way to this island, which is Overlook Island, and we are about to barge our way inside so that we can get our first Triforce Chart. To get into this island, you need the hook shot. You need to hook onto one of these trees. Now you need to be pretty close. I might actually need to be a lot closer to get in here. Pretty much the only way to get in here because the mapfish said that there's no footing or anything and the cliff is really steep, so come on. There we go. There we are. So this is basically how you get into this island. You obviously can't get in here until you get your hook shot, but since the hook shot is a storyline related item anyways, you wouldn't really miss the hook shot, so alright. Gonna have to do this a few times. They've put it out of the way just to be mean to us. To my knowledge, there's not really anything else to collect in here. It's just a few things. We can fall down that hole. And I'm wondering if there's anything on the top. Ooh, I got bombed. That was really close. I'm honestly really surprised that their bombs reach this far. That is a huge nuisance. Anywho, before we get bombed anymore, let's just go down this hole and see what we have to do to get our first chart. Normally, with a lot of these islands, is you have to go ahead and you have to defeat enemies for the most part. We've seen rooms like this when we were on Dragon Roost Island and we got one of the treasures that was down in that hole. So you're basically just going to be defeating a bunch of enemies. Ow! And of course it's dark as hell and I can't see anything. So I can't see anything right now. I'm dead serious. I don't know why, but my TV is a lot darker than my recording. I should really look on my computer screen, but it's terrible quality if I do, so bear with me here. There we go. Alright, so let's collect our treasure orbs. So these are all very, very simple little trials. You just defeat the enemy. They're all enemies we've seen before, so it's nothing new. I actually quite like these areas. I mean, they're probably boring for you guys to watch, and I don't know, I kind of debated leaving them in or taking them out, but I don't know. And as soon as you defeat a room, a torch will light, so you'll know that you actually went and defeated that room. And as soon as all the torches are lit, you'll be able to get into the big room that houses the treasure chart that we want. Ah, Stalfos! I hate you. Pretty sure you can like bomb these guys and they'll explode and like all their body parts will come raining down, but I'd rather just try to defeat it. Of course, as soon as I try to defeat it, the one materializes again, and they're all gonna... come on. I can never win with these Stalfos. Lose so many hearts trying to defeat them. But whatever, there we go. Get out of my face. One Stalfos is okay, but when they put two, it doesn't help. I just don't like it in this game how they have such a far reach, that they can swing so much. If they were like the Ocarina of Time Stalfos, they wouldn't be as bad because they don't really have as much of a reach as they do pretty much just charging at you, which is a little bit easier to deal with in my opinion. Door number 3. What's behind this one? Wizrobes, I wish you never would have asked. Oh my god. My worst nightmare right here. I'm gonna get out some arrows. Where are you, Mr. Wizrobe? And Wizrobes always seem to like summon stuff, so if you don't get rid of them, they're just gonna be a huge nuisance. Where are you? I don't know why, I can never find them when I need them. Like, ever. They just create stuff to just piss me off, because these are fire keys, and they light you on fire, which is, annoying. I mean, normal keys are annoying enough, but when you've just got fire distracting you. And how many hits are you going to take? My god. I guess if I used fire arrows against it would have been a bit stronger. But there we go. Seriously, you know what? Screw Ganon. Give me a room with like 100 Wizrobes. You know what? That would be truly impossible. I would probably die, to be completely honest, on a boss battle like that if they just gave me like 100 Wizrobes to defeat. I'd be pretty screwed personally, because there'd be just fireballs going everywhere and so many enemies being spawned at once. Anyway, this should be our last room. And there's probably bokoblins in here. Because pots, and they always fall out of pots. We've seen that pattern quite often. I'm not even gonna bother stealing from these guys. I mean, joy pendants aren't even worth stealing. Because I'm pretty sure if you bring them back to the teacher after you've given her 40, I don't think she'll buy them off of you. I've never tried, but I don't think she will. I think she'll just take them and tell you what a lovely child you are and how awesome of a teacher she is and stuff. She's full of herself. So I don't even bother anymore. I gotta find a place to load off all my current joy pendants, to be completely honest, because they're in my bag. And then as soon as you get all 4 of those rooms cleared out, you actually have to come back into the main room and you have to defeat 4 of these guys. So that can be annoying because there's 4 of them. And if you target the wrong one, go. I'm trying to get my 20 rupees. Leave me alone. If you target the wrong one, you're not going to be able to do that, that A targeting thing. There we go. And of course, they all go at, like, once. Or I should say they all kind of gather together at once, which is really annoying. But at the very least, if they try to swing at you and they hit one of their friends, it becomes really easy to defeat them. Because they do damage to each other, which is really funny, I think. Whatever, just one at a time, I guess, is the easiest way to do this. But I'm losing a lot of hearts to these guys, which is really annoying. Really wish I wasn't. Same with these guys, too. I mean, one of them on their own isn't bad because you have the action command. You can easily just knock off their helmets and be done with it. But when there's a bunch of them, it's annoying because they always try to hit you. I mean, without fail. These guys just don't want to give up. And then they get faster as well. I'm just more ruthless and determined to kill you. Okay. Done with that. If we pick up their swords, we can maybe get more rupees out of those big columns as well, which would be really awesome. Because the more rupees, the better. We're actually past the 2K mark, which is awesome. Pretty excited about that, because we're definitely going to need all of those rupees. When I take them to the island that we're supposed to go to, you'll be so depressed because you'll see them just drain drastically and you'll be saying to yourself, what happened to those 2,000 rupees I worked so hard to collect? Yeah, well, they just disappeared before your very eyes. Another 20 rupees, not bad. I think these are just random. Ooh, my god, that is a nice one. That must have been like 100 rupees right there. Damn, that was totally worth it. Yeah, we got a lot of rupees just from those. That was awesome. Anywho, now that we've cleaned out this place, let's just go on forward here. And we need to play the Wind's Requiem. And it will make that chest appear. I guess it's because it's the Triforce Chart, so you need to be a member of the royal family or know the song to open these. That would be my guess, obviously. It's kind of just the equivalent of playing Zelda's Lullaby. It's the same thing. And we get our Triforce Chart. You can't read it yourself, so you'll have to get it deciphered somewhere. Yeah, we'll be taking it to a thieving, greedy bastard who's going to take all of our money. So these pots as well have money in them. Money! Ah! Man, if I could find money laying around like Link, I wouldn't need to work. I'd just go to a patch of grass, just cut it up and get the money. Anyways, that is that island done with. To my knowledge, there's not really anything else we need to grab from this island. Like I said, there was that really, really, really nice treasure out at sea, but I don't have that treasure chart yet. So we're not going to be able to get that, unfortunately. And now, that makes our entire top row finished, and there's very few islands that we're going to have to come back to up here. We're pretty much done with the majority of these, and we've got them marked up on our map. So I'm just going to go south 1 square, and I will meet you at the square here. Alright, so we are on our next island here. There's quite a few things to do here. We're just going to start by getting our map fish, first of all. We haven't seen a minigame in a really, really long time, and I guess it's about time. We're about due for a minigame, so I'm going to try to fit this into this video. But no guarantees I'll actually be able to do this correctly. Anyways, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's see what the map fish here has to say. This island is the flight control island, and it's right by Dragon Roost, so it's actually kind of connected to them. To the west of here, over on Dragon Roost Island, you'll see all kinds of rocks, big ones, little ones, you get the picture. Anyway, they say that long ago there used to be a treasure hidden inside those things. Who knows, there may still be some left, so you should open your eyes and take a good look around, from as high up as the sun to as low down to your toes. Yeah, we'll be going there probably in the next video, so we'll be sure to watch out for that. Thanks, Mr. Mapfish. There's a submarine there also. We'll get to that later. I kind of want to get to the actual island itself, just because it's a mini game and it's probably going to take me a few tries to do this, so might as well do it now. Ah, screw it, I can swim. Alrighty. So make sure you have full magic before doing this, by the way. Talk to this guy with the green goggles. Greetings, O person who has surely come to take the challenge of the big sky. This is where you can register for the official Rito Tribe Birdman contest. And now listen, you are free to use any means, methods, or tools you have at your disposal to help you soar through the sky. The rules are simple. See how far you can fly before you crash into the roiling seas like so much dead weight driftwood. A banner stands now at the site where the great and talented champion who has flown the farthest to date crashed into the frothy waves in a massive splash of glory. If you are able to pass that flag, then you will be the new champion, and you will be drenched in praise much as you will be drenched in seawater. The participation fee is 20 rupees, which I think we can do. Why not? Okay, then up the ladder you go. My brother awaits you at the top. You don't seem to have any wings or feathers or anything on your back, so you do have something that you can use to fly, right? I sure hope so. Here's a wish in the wind beneath your, thing, whatever it is. Alright, so this is obviously, he explained it very well, it's just a mini game where we have to fly to the very end. This contest is afoot. You see that banner far off in the distance. That marks the record distance set by our great and talented champion. You must pass that banner. Alright, so obviously use your Duke Leaf because there's no other possible way you can really fly. And I don't know why, I actually have quite a bit of a hard time with this because you need to hit each of these wind currents exactly right. So you need to catch every single current successfully in order to do this. Or at least that's how it's been in my experience. If I've missed one, then I cannot make it to the edge. And I have, and of course I didn't change the wind direction. That was absolutely stupid of me. Ugh, getting too ahead of myself. Yeah, you need the wind direction to be in the right direction also, obviously. I just wasted 10 rupees. That was awesome. 10 yards. That's pathetic. Sad. Anyways, I'll do it again, and then once more will be fine, and then I'll cut the video off. And I'll probably just meet you in the next video so we can actually see what the prize is for doing this. Alright, so let's change the wind direction first. And I'm going to make it blow northwest. I think that's probably pretty safe. And then I'm going to go ahead and just start. This first one will just kind of lift you up a little bit, just to kind of keep it going, and then you need to be able to catch these ones, which are a little bit bigger. It's really hard to catch the timing of these guys because each one of them kind of has a different timing. As you can see, I just missed that one. And then I'm obviously going to miss this one because I'm not going to make it in time. But the good thing is you can pretty much just skim the water until you actually land in the water fully. So if you manage to fluke out and actually catch the drift just as you're about to land, you will actually be lifted up and you'll be given another chance, which is also a good thing. Like I said, I really suck at this minigame. I always have. But it is important to get to the very end. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably just see you guys in the next video when I actually do this, or we might come back later because I don't want to waste a bunch of rupees. So anyways, that's it for me, guys. I hope that you'll be joining me in the next video of the Wind Waker. See you all then.